Gay!
Hot tub hacking stream, let's go Digens.
No, that's not till DEF CON. Maybe that'll be a channel points redemption. If we get enough channel points, I'll do a hot tub hacking stream at DEF CON. What would that even look like? Like I do a TryHackMe room while sitting in a hot tub? Actually, that's exactly what it would look like. How would There's some logistical problem, but that's doable. You know what? Fuck this. I've had flying batteries stuck in my head the whole day. We're listening to Flying Battery Zone, okay? It's happening. Alright, Flying Battery Zone. Are you guys ready to fucking bop? Because this shit is a bop. Oh yeah, there's Yep, 740i. It's been stuck in my head the whole day, so we had to listen to it. This is Flying Battery Zone from Sonic Mania. Okay, well now we have to do that. All right, let's do, this one's also a banger. No, we gotta do the remixed one. They somehow made it better. Is the stream starting on time? The unthinkable. The unthinkable has occurred. The stream is starting on time. My goodness. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Joewin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just went live 5
What
seconds
are
ago.
you doing, step bro?
What am I just started the stream. Like, I get, what are you doing, Step Road, if I'm late? I get, what are you doing, Step Road, if I'm on time? I can't win. I can't win with Twitch chat. Okay, I just can't win. I have to go to my CompTIA class in 30 minutes. Well, I'll make sure not to get anything done in that 30 minutes. It's taking an excessive amount of willpower to join this stream, focus on learning rather than watching The Boys. Well, that's your own fault for starting to watch The Boys. Like, you walked right into that one. I told you it's a banger of a show, and you just decided to watch it like some idiot. Okay. What are we doing today? It is Newbie Tuesday, the day of our Lord. Newbie Tuesday. The Dark Lord Cthulhu is with us today. Verily, I say unto you all, Finglui Mulgunaf Klunu Rilya Gognoggle Fatten. And I want you all to take firm hold of your Gognoggles on this day, because we're doing all kinds of shit today, okay? We're going in with...
is so confusing. I can't tell if my techniques do or don't work anymore. What works on one Windows machine doesn't seem to work on another Windows machine and so on. Confused screaming.
So what you're telling me is different machines will have different antiviruses installed? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. And even if we're just talking about Windows Defender, sometimes Windows Defender signatures will be different between machines. Yeah, sometimes Windows Defender signatures are different between machines. Different installations of Windows Defender will have different signatures. It helps just to make sure they're all fully up to date if you can. Which is better for beginners, TryHackMe or Hack the Box? Oh, it's far and away TryHackMe. It's not a close contest either. Like, it's not that Hack the Box is bad. It's just that for beginners, I would say that Hack the Box is fairly weak for beginners. They're getting better about it over time, but they've never done a good job of catering to the beginner crowd, okay? They've never done a great job. Their whole philosophy back in the day was just figure it out, idiot. Like, it was the same as offensive securities. Try harder, idiot. And then TryHackMe came into the scene like, well, and here's how to use Nmap, and here's how to at least get started, and then we're going to have the harder challenges for the people who already know their shit. And Hack the Box was like, damn it, we can't just tell people to try harder, idiot. We have to, like, let people, like, sign up for our website without having to literally hack the login page. And to find the hidden registry function. Like, that's the kind of shit. Yeah. That's, yeah. Yeah. Proving grounds practice sometimes harder? Well, yeah, definitely. You're going to be able to find there are boxes on TryHackMe that are harder than some of the boxes on Hack the Box, too. I would say Sea Surfer was pretty tough. Sea Surfer was pretty tough, and that was a TryHackMe box. Today, we're doing TryHackMe, though. Today is TryHackMe Day. The day of our Lord Newbie. Let me start Stream Raiders early, too, because I keep forgetting to start Stream Raiders. I've had Flying Battery and Chemical Plant Zone stuck in my head all fucking day, and that's why we're listening to it now. Where the fuck is the... There it is. Hey, please don't copyright strike me, Sega. I'm just a fan. Have you done the New Year's series on TryHackMe? I don't think so. I don't know. I've done so many of these damn things, I can't remember. But I don't know what we're gonna do today. Today is Newbie Tuesday, so we're gonna try to keep boxes as, on the simpler side. We're gonna try to keep boxes on the simpler side, so to speak. And I will explain things as completely as possible. So I can promise you 100%, or at least 99%, this will be a Kubernetes free stream. I at least a 90% chance there will be no Kubernetes, okay? I promise. I promise. I promise there's no more than an 85% chance of Kubernetes. Alright, so let me get a private window. Alright, we're going to decide on a box here. I was thinking about getting that Sonic Origins. Which came out recently, which is like a bundle of all of the first 4 Sonic games, Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and then Sonic CD. And then I heard it was fucking bad, so that Sega squandered a free home run. So I did not get that. What are we doing today? It's Newbie Tuesday. Newbie Tuesday. So we're going to be doing some TryHackMe machines selected by chat, as always, as is tradition. And we're going to be breaking everything down and explaining it as much as possible. TryHackMe has a few Kubernetes rooms. Well, we're gonna do some more Kubernetes, just not today. Kubernetes is not Newbie Tuesday content, okay? I only bring up Kubernetes because that's what we were molding over last time. But I don't feel like I was doing anything wrong. And I think I still don't know. I looked into it more after the stream. I did more reading on Kubernetes, and I'm like 90% sure it should have been working. Okay, I'm like 90% sure. I'm not 100%. I can never get to 100%, but I'm like 90% sure that the box was just broken. It was a good mold for sure. Hey, Gar, good to have you. Jifferan with 69 Tegel biddies. Thank you so much. We'll try and do a hot tub hacking stream at DEF CON. We'll see how it goes. Johnny MD5 with the 11-month re-indoctrination into the cult. Welcome back to the All House Red Team. Oreo Bite with the 100 Tegel biddies. Thank you so much. John Doe, Geekfish, and Qhar. Thank you for the follows. Professional red teamer, box broken. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Were you there for the stream? If you were there for the stream, like, we're pretty sure the box was broken. We even followed a walkthrough to the letter. We followed like 2 or 3 walkthroughs to the letter, and it still didn't work. There's supposed to be a Docker repository running on the host, and there just wasn't. It just wasn't there. As a DevOps engineer, your stream is very educational. I'm glad you're learning, IO. I'm glad you're learning. We're going to be learning some more today. Adding brain wrinkles. Okay? Speaking of. Okay, so we're here in TryHackMe. This is what I do recommend for beginners. Okay? So if you're looking, I get this. This is the most common question that I get, probably. The single most common question is literally just, hey, Al, I want to get started hacking. How do I get started? The answer is just simply you make an account on TryHackMe and you start doing stuff. That's literally all it is. TryHackMe is the best platform for beginners, in my opinion. Hack the Box does have starting point, but I still think TryHackMe does do a better job with the total beginners, in my opinion. And don't skip those early boxes. Like there's like an early like Linux fundamentals series that TryHackMe will take you through. You gotta do it. I understand it's not super sexy. Like the first stream doesn't the first series of boxes TryHackMe recommends for you as a complete beginner isn't ass titties Amaranth approved boobies Giga Chad sexual Tyrannosaurus monstrous hacking the mainframe box series. Okay? Like, I understand. I went a little far with that. Okay? I went a little far with that, but you see what I'm trying to say. Like, I understand that Linux fundamentals doesn't sound particularly sexy, but you have to start with the fundamentals and then build on top of that. Okay? You have to start, you have to build on top of it. You can't just skip. Because, like, so here's a guy I had, okay? Sometimes people, like, I sit down, I mentor, I do some, like, one-on-one mentoring of people, and they're like, well, Al, I followed your advice. Mr. Streamer! I followed your... What the hell just happened? Oh, there we go. I followed your advice. I made an account on TryHackMe, and I said I'm a complete beginner. And then it gave me like this Linux fundamentals course, and that was boring. So I went on and did the web I went on to the next one with network hacking fundamentals, but I don't understand anything. That was literally the conversation I had with this individual. I'm not mincing words. That's literally the conversation that I had. they skipped the first ones because they were boring. And then they got, and then when they on the one they actually tried to do, which was like web hacking or network hacking fundamentals, they just gave up because they didn't understand anything. I can't make this up. I swear to God. I swear to God. Now, as any good teacher, and like most good teachers will tell you, there are no stupid questions. But as anybody who has worked retail or operated a Twitch stream, an educational Twitch stream for literally any length of time knows, there absolutely are stupid questions. There absolutely are. Okay? Some of my favorites would include, for example, Al, I downloaded your hacking cheat sheet off of Patreon, and antivirus is flagging it. Do you know why that would be? It's literally just it's just a zip file full of text documents. It's a zip file full of text documents, and people are sending me messages. I swear to God, at least 5 different people have sent me messages saying, "Hey, Al, like it's kind of suspicious that your cheat sheet triggers antivirus." It's an entire zip file. There's no executable anywhere in the file. It's an encrypted zip. And the reason it's encrypted is specifically for that reason, because I know antivirus will flag it if it's not encrypted. So I encrypt it for your benefit. And I have to put in the description on the Patreon now, it will flag antivirus. And then I also get the guys who message me and go, "Al, I downloaded your zip file, but it's just a bunch of empty directories." It's encrypted. You have to decrypt it. You have to decrypt it. Okay. It says it's encrypted on the description. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. It says it's encrypted on the description of the on the Patreon. And the password is there in plain English. There are stupid questions. I do answer them, and I'm always nice. I know, I promise. If you come and ask me a question, I'm gonna be nice. Okay? I promise. I promise. Okay? I always welcome questions. That doesn't mean I don't think your question is stupid sometimes. Okay?
Even though it would probably make it so hard to read.
Yeah, I'll obfuscate all the strings in the Necronomicon for you. Why? Just add it as an exception in your Windows Defender or whatever. All right, what are we doing? Let's go newest first, I guess. Uh-oh, one of our developers accidentally committed some sensitive code. This sounds interesting. Some Git. Oh my goodness. I think that Git is good for beginners to learn. I don't think it could hurt you to know a little bit of Git. Okay? Perhaps some DNS enumeration? Or perhaps we can become a cyber hero. Like Homelander. Okay? We can be cyber heroes like Homelander. Not like Starlight. Her powers suck. And also not like the Deep. Okay, maybe a little bit like the Deep. Actually, exactly like the Deep. The Deep is the kind of brand of cephalopod enthusiast that I aspire to be. Okay? Alright, let's see. If there's a particular room you want to see, we're gonna start with an easy room, okay? Because it is Newbie Tuesday. It is Newbie Tuesday. So, we're gonna start with an easy room, and we'll move from there. We'll see how that goes. So we're gonna start a poll. If there is a box that you want to see, we're getting anything Windows? Okay, we'll see if we can find an easy Windows box. Okay. The first one, the most recent one is committed. Cyber heroes. Dig Dug, if we want to learn about DNS enumeration. We were asked for Windows, were we not? There used to be a way I could separate operating systems. Let's hide completed as well. Windows. Damn it. Why did you... Okay. I hit back on the browser by accident. No, it's going to be learn. It's going to be search.
Be up, Mr. Streamer. Easy boxes are boring. I am noob and want to go for the hardest first.
God, Metropolis Zone with those fucking praying mantises. I hate those praying mantises to this day. Fucking praying mantises. Okay, let's guess most popular, difficulty, easy. Windows. We're looking for Windows. I want to get a couple of Windows boxes. Are there any Sonic themed boxes? Not that I'm aware of. I think Skynet actually is Windows. We'll put that one in there. I know that one is Windows. Let's see. Oh my god, Year of the Rat. Is this Windows or Linux?
A hunter must hunt.
I wish it gave me some like box information, like Hack the Box does. Oh, this one says Windows and it's Anthem sounds good. We'll add Anthem in there. Okay, there we go. Start poll. Man, this beat is slamming. Yeah, dude. Fucking Sonic 2 goes hard, okay? Sonic 2 does not... Gar. Gifting a tier 3 sub to Amaranth. What the fuck? Why? Why do you do this? I mean, obviously she deserves it, but... Can't believe Amaranth is here. I don't think is she? No, she's not. She's not here. She's far too busy making way more money than is ever reasonable. But I respect the grind. I respect it. Okay, I'm here for it. All right. I saw there was a Critical did a video about how much money she's pulling down on OnlyFans alone. Like, and it's on the order of like 1.6 million a month. Just on OnlyFans. That's just OnlyFans. That's it. Nothing else. It's like $1.5 million a month. Yeah, a month. And I respect it. Okay, I respect it. I respect the grind. Okay. It's more amusing to me than anything. And that's not even the most someone is making on OnlyFans. I actually thought, for some reason, I thought she was making the most of anybody on OnlyFans. But I'm actually wrong. There's somebody who makes, like, I think around $2 million a month. 1.8 or $2 million a month. Gonna start an OnlyFans? No, I don't recommend it. It's actually much harder to make it on there than you'd think. Most of the really successful content creators on OnlyFans were big content creators on other platforms first. That's why Amaranth still streams. Her stream is primarily an avenue to funnel people to her OnlyFans. Which is fine. Again, I respect the grind. I'm just saying that she makes chump change on... She also makes like $1 million a month on Twitch. Or something. Like a lot. She makes a lot of money on Twitch. But it's not as much as OnlyFans, I don't think. And she spends a lot of time streaming. She streams for like 12, 14 hours at a stretch. Like on the regular. It's insane how much she streams. Like 5 times a week. She works a lot. She should be pulling down buku bucks, okay? Jiffaram with the 69. Nice. T-Gold biddies. Easy boxes are boring. I'm a noob and I want to go to the hardest first. Yeah, exactly. And then you're gonna complain to Al like, I don't understand anything. Yeah. Thank you for the 100 Tiggle Bitties Oreo Bite. Thank you very much. Twix Galden, thank you for the follow. All right, Anthem was selected. Let's get that started. Let's hope it's not as bad as the BioWare game. All right. What's 7 guy? Okay, not like that, Ire. Nope. Nope, we're not doing that. Nope. Nope. I'll just time you out this time. No misogyny in the chat, please. We can talk about how much Amaranth makes and how crazy it is that she pulls down like $3 million a month, and stuff like that. Doing what she does, but we're not gonna degrade her for it. Okay, I respect the grind. Okay. Let's just be. All I'm asking is for is to be respectful. Okay. There's no reason to. There's no reason to bash her for what she does. There's nothing wrong with what she does, and you'd do it too if you had her boobs. Okay. TryHackMe Anthem. And also, there's a lot of work that she puts in. Also, I think she deserves to be pulling down that money 1,000%. Because, do you think... I'm going to, like, really stretch out with your mind. Do you think that Amaranth can go anywhere without armed security?
A hunter must hunt.
Actual question. Actual question. Do you think she can go anywhere in public without literal armed security with her? No. No. Absolutely not. Like, she told a story recently, and I've talked about it on stream. That's how appalling it was. One streamer came from, like, Europe, from, like, Eastern Europe, to her city, and, like, camped out outside of her P.O. box for 30 days. Waiting for her, a glimpse of her to show up. Then when she didn't show up, he went to her house and tried to break in. She told this story. It's insanity. And yeah, exactly. And that's just something as a guy that you don't even think about. Being a woman on the internet exposes you to so much harassment and so much hate. It is astonishing. And I'm not having people in my chat degrade her just because of the kind of content that she makes. The kind of content she makes is perfectly valid. And how to confirm that type of story? I mean, she told the story on her Twitter. If you don't believe her, then... I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but she told the story on her Twitter. And apparently a lot of people corroborated it. Like, she knew about this person for, like, literally years. This person was a problem in her chat for, like, literally years. Like, she knew about him. And knew when he was live streaming it also. So if you want it confirmed, I don't know, look up his live streams of it. He live streamed himself stalking her for over a month. Not a joke. Live streamed himself stalking her for over a month. Again, that woman cannot go anywhere without armed security. So she has her struggles, okay? I promise you. She pulls down a lot of cash, but fuck, does she have her own struggles. And no, we're not going to be degrading her in my chat. We can have a little bit of fun, a little bit of goofs and gaffs about how much money she makes and the kind of content she makes, but we're not going to be degrading her. Okay? We're not going to be degrading women and we're not going to be talking down about how women make their money. It doesn't matter. All right, here we are. So we are connected to the VPN already. I've taken the liberty of doing that for you. If you don't know how to connect to the VPN of TryHackMe, TryHackMe will supply you with this OVPN file, and you can simply use the OpenVPN client, which ships with Kali status, or which is default installed on Kali. And this produces a lot of output, but all you're looking for is this. Initialization sequence completed, and that's how you know. You can also check your, you can ifconfig ton 0 to make sure you have a ton 0 interface or a tunnel interface. This is your VPN interface, and that you have an IP address. As you can see, our IP address is 10.13.10.69. Nice. Alrighty. Don't hate because you're not Chad status? Hey, make money however you want. I respect her hustle. I respect her grind, okay? And again, she streams, like, literally, like, 12 hours a day. Like, she does these insane streams, like, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's like all she fucking does is stream, dude. Like, what does she do except stream? Alrighty, so we have an IP address. We've started up the box. We have an IP address right here. Right here, we have an IP address. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ping it. Did Al get the Kubernetes box? We're not getting the... she also has to, like, constantly worry about her makeup and how she looks. There's a lot of overhead that comes into looking like Amaranth does. Okay? There's a lot of overhead that comes into that. Of course, my fucking... Of course we can't connect to the box. Now, it could be that, it could be that the box is just not responding to pings. That is sometimes true, especially for Windows boxes. But I don't think it's the case this time. It seems like we're having some connectivity issues. So let me just deal with that really quickly. You're not wearing makeup on stream? Nope. I just fucking, like, I just basically roll out of bed. I literally just basically roll out of bed and just show up on stream. Like, that's it. That's all I do. No overhead, okay? Hang on. I'm regenerating my configuration file. I had the same problem? Okay, it could be... Well, I already regenerated the configuration file, so I have to... Again, we can have some... I'm not saying we can't have some goofs and gaffes within reason surrounding Amaranth. It's like we talk about her on stream every so often. But I'm not allowing people to degrade her openly. We're not going to be... This isn't going to become a community where we make fun of women just because they... just because of the way they choose to make a living. It's not going to be... That's not going to be the way it is in my community. Because women in InfoSec get that kind of shit too. As if they don't have to try as hard because they're women. Which is a load of bullshit. And if I allow it for Amaranth, that's like just adjacent to the women in the space, like Meg. So, no, we're not doing it. Alright, let's see if I can ping it now. I still can't ping it. So what did sometimes Windows boxes do not respond to pings. By default, the Windows firewall does not respond to pings. So it could be... BBC just reported Twitter is suing Musk. Yeah, that's within their rights. He's backing out of a signed contract. It is fully within their rights to sue him at this point. He's making up some bullshit excuses to not actually go through with the deal, and it is fully within their rights
Hey,
to
listen
sue
and
him.
ran out of points to use the normal hey listen and another throw money at the problem.
Thank you, 100. Thank you, 100 T-Gold biddies. Thank you very much. What did the person say? I had the same problem, and then someone said, didn't she get banned multiple times? Yeah, she did. I don't even remember why. I just know she's been banned a couple times. NMAPTech PN port 80. I tried to curl port 80. What the hell is this? This isn't Sonic 2. What the hell are we listening to here? Alright, let's just go back to FTL. We have filtered. I mean, so that indicates there is something there. Okay, so it looks like, again, this is very common for Windows boxes. Sometimes Windows boxes will not respond to pings. simply because the Windows firewall does not respond to pings by default. So let's try nmac, tech sc, tech sv, tech o.
Missed points workout thing, more money at the problem, go gadget go.
Victor, Anthem, cd Anthem. We're just making a directory to work in, and now we're going to start a tmux session. Tmux is a terminal multiplexer. You'll see my terminal changes a little bit when we start up tmux. You see it has this little toolbar down here at the bottom. I can have other terminal windows open at the same time. I can go back and forth between them. They don't look any different right now, but I'm going back and forth, I promise. I can also split a terminal window in half. I can split it in half that way. It gives me multiple... It basically gives me a lot of powerful things I can do with my terminal. So that is tmux. So let's start off with just a basic nmap scan. Now, we do have to add on the TAC-PN option. Because by default, nmap will try to do host discovery by pinging. We'll do attack V for verbose. And then we'll just do the IP address. So we'll see what we can get here. We do see a fit deck. Let's go ahead and do the fit deck while nmap is going. Okay, please not squats. Not squats. Not squats. Not squats. My leg. It's not that I'm afraid of doing squats. It's my legs hurt a lot because I did leg day in the gym the other day, and my legs are still sore. So not squats. I shuffled this deck. I swear to God, I shuffled this deck like 40 times. I swear to God,
Spots.
look at
Every
how many
day is
cards
leg
there
day.
are. Look at how many cards there are. God damn it. Fucking fit deck. All right, we're doing 20 squats. The things I do for chat.
Squats, 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 squatty squats.
Oh my God, this hurts.
A hunter must hunt.
What's the name of the deck?
The fit deck.
What are you doing, step bro?
A hunter must hunt.
Oh God, my legs hurt so much. Holy shit. Gar! Gar, you psychopath! You madman! 19 new cult initiates. Also, I clearly did 20 squats. But that's fine. 19 more cult initiates is 19 more than you actually had to do. 4 were incorrect. Every single time. Every single time. Every time we do a fit deck, I swear to God, there's some neckbeard in chat coughing up Cheeto dust onto their keyboard and going, "What? You didn't go all the way down on 4 of those." Every single time. I went down plenty. You're welcome. And Gar, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Dick Royson, Stay Cozy, Bulldog, Nuggets, Feels Bra, Teosec, Urizen, Lux, Cave Dweller, Game Daddle, Trisma, Trist Money, Particulated You, J Kiev, Shadow, X Medalano, Hate Handles, 3FX, Age of Music, and Leroy. Welcome to the All Has Red team. Thank you so much. Arbrins with the 3-month re-indoctrination. The name of the deck is just FitDeck. Fitdeck.com. But I've had this for a long time. Does fitdeck.com still even exist? Hang on a second. Fitdeck.com. It does not. It redirects you to implus.com. So there you go. But that is what the deck is called. I've had it for a long-ass time. I've had this Fit deck for like 10 years, probably. I got it just out of college. Jifferam with the 69 nice TIG old biddies. Clam Security with the 1337 bits. Elite bits. Thank you so much, Clam Security. That's so kind of you. Godless Monkey, thank you for the follow. Oreo Bite with the 100 TIG old biddies. I Am Modest, thank you for the follow. Chef Key with the 5 months of Prime. Welcome back to the All Has Red team. Tomahawks, thank you for the follow. Mind Luck IV, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind to me already today. Have a good day, the Votras. Thank you so much. Thank you, his French is impeccable. Shut up. I can't say particular DU, okay? Particular dough. At least they can grow a beard. I can grow a beard everywhere except for right here. Okay? We call this area Carthage. Right here. We call this area Carthage. I once let my beard grow out fairly far, assuming that this would fill in at some point. It never did. It's always been perfectly smooth as long as I've lived, okay? Like, it's as if the Romans salted the earth, so we call it Carthage. Okay, so we're seeing... Like, is this what I'm supposed to be seeing, fellas? Am I having problems connecting? It says I'm connected to the VPN here. Other people who have done this box, is this supposed to be this way? Hang on a second. Let's just check the box itself, huh? Well, it's supposed to have port 80 open, it looks like. I'm not going to do a full port scan. This one took long enough. You need to do change cipher to data cipher. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We did make that change, didn't we? But my old one was like that. Hang on. One would think that TryHackMe would have fixed this by now. Nope, it says data ciphers right there. It says data ciphers. Does anything here look bad? I'm obviously going to regenerate the entire thing from here. Oh, was that a hack the box thing? All port scans take long when you're having fun squatting. Yeah, but this one especially is taking long. That says hack the box. Am I connecting to hack the box's VPN? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Is it really? Am I really that dumb? Okay, that was a test. That was a test, chat. That was a test to chat's debugging skills. Okay? That was a test. You passed. You passed, chat. Well done. Good job, chat. You did it. But we're not able to. Oh wait.
What are you doing?
Shut up,
Step Bro.
No one cares what you think. Step Bro got stuck in the washing machine for a second, okay? Do we have to change this to data cipher? Do I need to change this to data cipher? Like that? Is there anything else I need to change? God, I've shown my entire VPN on the... I'm gonna have to regenerate my VPNs. Attention to... Go fuck yourself, Jifferam. Unrecognized option. Need an S. Data ciphers. Okay. Okay. Okay, that connected. Is this gonna... Okay, good news, it's working. Good work, team.
What are you doing?
Shut up,
Step
Arbrins!
Bro?
Listen, it's been a hard week for me. It's been a really hard couple of weeks for me, chat. And I'm too busy getting harassed and feeling my legs hurting to think about which OpenVPN file I'm using. Hard 2-day work week? You don't go there, Jifferam. Don't go there. Alright, we do see port 80 and port 3389 open. So, we've just done a basic Nmap scan. So as a reminder, Nmap only scans the most common 1,000 ports by default. If you wanted to scan more ports, you have to tell it so. There are 65,535 TCP ports. So Nmap does not scan them all by default because it takes a while. But you should always scan them all just to be safe. So we could split the pane in half like this and do Nmap tac s tac p tac. This is shorthand for all ports. You can also do 0 to 65,535 if you want. But I don't know why you'd want to type it that way when you can just do it this way. Where's the IP address? Okay. We paste that in. All right, so this will take a while, so we just let this run in the background. So you'll notice that Nmap is telling us that this service is HTTP, and this one is something called MSWBT server. So what service typically runs on port 3389, chat? I just found out that What Are You Doing, Step Bro is apparently from a porn film. I believe it's from a parody film. Asu, dude, I think it's from a parody of a porn. Yeah, RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol, which is a Windows protocol, and it's very likely that we are therefore dealing with a Windows machine. Now, what we don't see is ports like 88, 389, or 636, or anything like that that would indicate this is a domain controller. This is probably just a regular old Windows machine of some kind. So we'll check out port 80. Let's take a look at port 80. Let's turn off burp just for right now. Anthem.com. We are hiring. What the fuck is this? The hell am I looking at? What is this Five Nights at Freddy's fucking bullshit? Or worse, furries. It's either Five Nights at Freddy's or it's furries. And I was gonna say I don't know which one is worse, but the second one is definitely worse. Alright, okay, let's take a look at what this says. This is clearly some kind of blog. So the first thing you want to do is break Missouri law and hit F12 or just view the page source. And what are we looking for in particular when we look at the page source like this? Obviously, we're just going to see the basic HTML of this page, but what in particular are we looking for? No, you're not going to... You often won't see comments. Sometimes you will in real life, but really what you're looking for is, at least at this stage, is any indication of what CMS you're looking at. This is a pretty nice looking website, so I can expect it's probably some kind of CMS, content management system. That's most of the websites on the internet these days. building a website is hard. So people either go to frameworks or to platforms usually. So if it's a framework, it's usually going to be some kind of content management system like WordPress or something, for example. Let's see if there's any reference at what we're dealing with here. WL Manifest? Let's see if that, let's try and Google that and see if that gives us any clues. We do see some references to possibly WordPress. But if it was WordPress, we'd be seeing a lot more obvious, like, WP. What the fuck is that? Okay, so you're also you're also looking for flags, chat. Apparently, is this a flag? I'm assuming. Spot the flags. What the? Did I already miss a flag? This is flag 2? Okay, there's got to be a robots.txt then. There's got to be a robots.txt then, right? One thing to always check when you're testing a website like this is robots.txt. And of course, that's very helpful. So, okay, a couple of things. First of all, robots.txt is, what is robots.txt? Robots.txt is a very common page you're going to see on a lot of web pages. Typically, robots.txt is directions for web crawlers, like search engine web crawlers. The way Google indexes search results is by having bots crawl the internet 24 hours a day, looking for new things, new pages to add to its to search engine results. When a crawler discovers a new website, the first thing it's going to do is look for robots.txt, and as you can see, the user agent tells the bot which bots are allowed to index it. In this case, all bots are allowed to index it, but it also tells the bots which pages to disallow or to not include in their search engine results. Typically, you'll see backend admin logins. You'll see basically anything that they don't want indexed by search engines. So it's definitely a good idea to check robots.txt. In this case, we're seeing some references to Umbraco. Umbraco is a CMS, much like WordPress. So that indicates that we are dealing with Umbraco, an ASP.NET CMS. So this is a .NET is like Windows's framework. It's the framework that much of Windows is built on top of these days. So this is not something that's unusual to see on a Windows thing. We also see this. What the F is this? Umbraco is the best. This is not... I don't know what this is. It looks like a password to me. So, I'm not going to say it's a fine addition to our collection just yet. Instead, I'm just gonna copy this entire robots.txt because I think it's all going to be useful. And let me go into my notes really quickly. Oh, we have to start Stream Raiders as well. Okay, so I've added this to my notes. This is Obsidian. This is the note-taking platform that I choose to use. Yeah. Pretty sure there's an exploit for Umbraco on ExploitDB. Well, I'm sure there's a bunch of them. The question is, what version of Umbraco is this? So the first order of business here is going to be to figure out what version of Umbraco this is. Jack Patterns, thank you for the follow. Let's look at /bin first, because that seems interesting. Bin usually stands for binary. So the bin file is where you're going to find, like, executables. Usually. So we may want to brute force this directory to see if there's anything in there, but we won't do it immediately. Oh my goodness. I'm yawning for some reason. Config, and it brings us to the main page. We also want to take note of what it actually says on this web page. During our hard times, our beloved admin managed to save our business by redesigning the entire website. As we all around here knows how much I love writing poems, I decided to write one about him. What? Born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday, married on Wednesday. This is Solomon Grundy. This is Solomon Grundy, the Solomon Grundy poem. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, grew worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. Well, that's a little bit dark. Solomon Grundy. So, he says he wrote a poem. That's, I don't know, a little bit dark. But let's take note of that. The author, James Orchard Halliwell. Was that who wrote this nursery rhyme? First collected by James Orchard Halliwell. Yeah. This is probably some kind of clue as to the box. This is probably some kind of clue. Even though we're not seeing a blue paw print on it or anything, this is probably some kind of a clue because someone had to put it here for some reason. We'll take another look at that here in just a second. And then there was Umbraco, the Umbraco folder. Published in 1842. We can see if that port is open really quick. I mean, it would have found it. We already scanned all the ports. It looks like there's only these two ports open. It looks like this is hanging. It might have been blocked. Wikipedia page is a poem index. Again, we scanned all TCP ports, unless it's a UDP port, which I doubt at this juncture. It's unlikely. It's unlikely to be it's unlikely to be anything in particular. Okay, so we have a login page. Your username is usually your email and enter your password. Let's view the page source here. Let's see if we can get... We're looking for a version information for Umbraco. If we can get some kind of a version for Umbraco or fingerprint it in some way, we may be able to look for any kind of known vulnerabilities that may exist. Excuse me. Admin at anthem.tryhackme. Password admin. Nope. Okay, so it looks like there's no username enumeration here. Sometimes If you fail a login, the website will report password incorrect or something like that. And then if you submit an incorrect username, it'll tell you if the username's incorrect. That's actually a finding. We call that username enumeration. So you can brute force a bunch of potential usernames and find out which ones are valid. So this is some kind of login page, but we don't know what to use it for just yet. Let's look back at... Let's see if there's anything more to find here. Click on hiring. For young talented to join a good cause and keep this community alive. Exploit DB is sometimes lacking. Are there other options? Yeah, Google. Just Google. Author for Anthem blog. We do see a likely username is Jane Doe. Oh, and here's another flag here, it looks like. Lol, who dis? Okay, that just redirects to the main page.
A hunter must hunt.
Who wrote that other one? James, this one doesn't have a page. So we have Jane Doe. Do we have any emails? So what I'd like to try and do here is try to access RDP to try and guess a password here, because it seems like they're trying to hint at a password. But I don't know what their username format is. Like, is it Jane.Doe? Is it just Jane Doe? Is it just J Doe? Is it J.Doe? Or something like that? Make a word list? I mean, we could do that, but I don't know if this... There's not enough content on this page to really drive me towards the cool thing. Or drive me towards... to really drive me towards cool. I need to know, if I can see an email address, I might be able to guess at what their username schema is. This is the one with Jane Doe, right? Yeah. I don't... let's see. Disquiz account? That's out of... This is some open to the internet thing. Oh, it's right here in front of me. jd@anthem.com. Okay. jd@anthem.com. TryHackMe. Is it anthem.com or anthem.tryhackme? Anthem.com. We can try admin. Login failed. We did find that weird string in the robots.txt because, as we know, that is the best place to put your password. Umbraco is the best. Was in robots.txt. We can try that as well. Okay. There's also Solomon Grundy. And there was also James Orchard, so J-O-H, or just S-G, perhaps? Let's try S-G. S-G at Anthem.com. It looks like it's working. It didn't return incorrect password immediately this time. Up. So, if you can believe it, the robots.txt file is not the best place to keep your password, if you can believe it. Hate handles with 2 new cult initiates, bringing us Offwit and Feel Dead. Welcome to the All Has Red team, both of you, and thank you so much, Hate Handles, for your continued and concerted support of the stream. Evelio Smiles, thank you for the follow. Obsidian versus Notion. Notion has more features. I just like Obsidian. It's clean, and it looks nice, and it's easy to use. A very realistic try. Hey, you people wanted Windows machines, and then you voted for this one, okay? Okay, so if you can access the web panel of a website, you can almost always get code execution somehow. Scripts. So the simplest way to get code execution is going to be simply modifying a page to execute code on our behalf. If we know it's in ASP.NET, it might just be this. Views robs.cshtml. Is this an actual page? Trying to get into pen testing? Yeah, you're in the right place, my friend. You're in the right place, Avelio. Good to have you. Notion C2? I have not used Notion as a C2, but some friends do. It's theoretically possible. Content templates. So where is the actual... I'm just taking a look at this. Developer? I'm looking for a way... Macro files? A way to execute code here. Macros? You can import XML files. There's also this package here. Created packages. Got users. Let's see what users we have. Pretty sure any of those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. I just... You could do a malicious... Yeah, here's Solomon Grundy. Log viewer. Today. Okay, we have an Umbraco version. So we have a version for Umbraco here. We could also hit help for that. We don't get any shell code. That feels bad, man. What the hell? I have one button on my... I have one button on my... this is completely out of nowhere, but I have one button on my soundboard that just says female orgasm, and I don't know why that's there. Okay, I just gotta hear what it sounds like.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Why did I put it on there?
Never gonna say goodbye, never gonna say
Why?
goodbye.
Why? Why is it on there?
What are you doing, step bro?
I don't... Why did I put it there? I thought it was going to be another step bro thing. Like if I found something really, really good and I was excited or something. I genuinely wasn't expecting that. God damn it. That got me pretty good. All right, here's his robots.txt. Sitemap. Well, we can try executing code in one of these. The question is, how do we... Let's just Google ASP.NET Web Shell. The problem is I'm not as familiar with the layout of Umbraco, and once I put this in here... I guess we can try search splitting Umbraco as well. Remote command execution. I guess we'll take a look at this. Search exploit tac x that. Umbraco 4.7.0. I don't think this is Umbraco 4.7.0, chat. No, this is a million Umbraco versions higher than this. I don't think that's likely to work. 7.2.12.4. No. Probably not. We can look at this anyways. Okay, so it's got some .NET code here that's just going to execute the calc.exe. It authenticates. Let's see if anyone's written anything on it. It's all like an older version of Umbraco. I'll tell you what, remote desktop is open. Remote desktop is open. Let's see if we can access remote desktop before we go to banana sandwich on this. And then the IP address. Before we go to banana sandwich, let's just look at remote desktop. I remember there was, I don't remember which machine this was, but I remember there was one machine we were stuck on for like an hour. We just couldn't figure out what to do. And it turns out if you just fucking connected to the machine on remote desktop, there was a fucking sticky note on the desktop. There was a fucking sticky note on the desktop. That gave you just a username and password. I remember. I'm still salty about that. Let's do /u. I guess SG /p. It was Umbraco is best. I find it unlikely this will work, but it's worth trying it. If you find credentials, try them everywhere. We're probably supposed to get code execution through the web console, but we're trying this anyways. Wait, is it just working? You're kidding. And you were going to let me go down the rabbit hole of trying to get code execution through the web app. Silly chat. Silly chat. Kicks are for trids. And it's only taking 9 or 10 hours to connect to. And of course, many of you in chat are going to be like, but Mr. Streamer, no one would ever use their same password for remote desktop as on the web application. That's all people ever do, dude. Yeah, but Mr. Streamer, no one would ever... Everyone does that shit. While I would love to go down an endless rabbit hole of trying to get code execution through here, I'm not 100%... Like, I'm like 90% sure it's possible, but I don't know enough about Umbraco's layout. And it's not good for, Like, could we just put... Let's, like, just for kicks and giggles, let's just try throwing... Can we just try and throw, like, a web shell in there, maybe? Let's just try and throw... What is this even? I don't think this is right. Umbraco web shell? Just for kicks and giggles. Let's see if we can get a web shell working. I'm not going to run a script. This is a Hack the Box write-up with that Hadum Bracco. Oh, there's a site backup. Okay, so that's a different situation then. I am not sure. Like, I'm curious if we can use this, but I don't know enough about. Let's just give it a shot. I guess we'll just give it a shot. Very simple ASPX. I doubt this will work because this looks like some kind of templating situation. But we can try it. Template saved without any errors. And this is in views robs.cshtml. Is there a way I can just like view this? Well, let's see if we can. This doesn't look any different. Is it an Umbraco views? Okay, that actually does exist. Robs.cshtml. The type of page is explicitly forbidden. Is there a way we can enable that? Can we enable people to view it? Settings? Media types? We can upload a file. Let's try an MSF Venom ASPX shell. We'll just do. We'll use the same web shell as before. See if it'll let us upload an ASPX file. Okay, let's see if it'll let us upload that. Upload. How do I upload a file? What am I looking at here? Is this... This looks like it's just how to handle the... How do I actually... It looks like... I don't know how Umbraco works. We're just trying to figure it out on the fly. Yeah, that's what an upload component looks like. But can I actually upload anything? That's not gonna work. Sorry, guys. Again, I don't know how Umbraco works here. Maybe create a page that has an upload component. This is already sounding like... I'm already losing interest in this. I don't even see the actual pages. Like, I don't even see the... Where do I see the pages? Like, how do I modify the pages? Oh, under content. Blog. Archive. Maybe under media. Can we upload something here? Create. File. Upload file. Progress. Let's see. TryHackMe. Anthem. Cthulhu.aspx. Specified file type has been disallowed. Okay. Then let's enable it. Umbraco settings.config. I don't care. It looks like it's in the Umbraco settings.config file. So it looks like we cannot upload ASPX files. And I don't think we can make direct changes to that configuration. Unfortunately. Well, it was worth looking at. ASP files on it? Probably. Incredibly, maybe not. But it may not support ASP. Let's try it anyways. What would the ASPX file do? It would just be a web shell. It would be, it'd be like a PHP web shell, but with ASP. Let's try this, I guess. It may not work with ASP, but let's find out. Media. I mean... Okay. Well, we tried to load it, and it's not showing us anything. Did I actually... So what is it actually doing? Do we need to replace these? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure how this web shell works. Let's just use MSF Venom. MSF Venom. Windows. x64 Meterpreter. Reverse. We'll do 64 shell reverse TCP. Localhost. 1010. It's 10.13.10.69. Nice. Local port equals 8443. TAC format is going to be ASP. TACO is MSF.ASP. And we'll just do that. Let's try and upload MSF.ASP. It's a form that takes... Yeah, that's what that's what I was assuming. But the form did not render. It's up there on the server, but no form is rendering. Why is this taking forever now? That took a long ass time. All right, let's try. Create. What is going on? No, stop. For fuck's sake. This sucks. It's under media, create, file, upload, msf.asp, msf.asp, save. It looks like ASP is just not executing, but we can try this one and see if it works. 443. There's a chance that the web app is invulnerable. I mean, I don't know. I've never played with Umbraco like this. You don't see Umbraco very often in the real world. Ice9 Code, Penta, Mago Antonio Sioane, Idpri, and Roberto IL. Thank you for the follow. And Subi, thank you for the follow. Cthulhu Fountain to all of you. Okay, this is... Really? Is it really going to take this long just uploading a simple text file? Okay. Well, I'm about done with this, chat. Unless you guys have some idea, I'm about done with waiting for this fucking garbage to... I don't know why this box takes so long. I'm not malding. I'm just saying I want it to go faster. This is ridiculous how long it's taking. What? How the fuck does this work? Hello? Okay, I don't know what this is. Create file? Apparently none of that worked. All right, let's try this again. This is a very poorly laid out. This is extremely poorly laid out. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. And I'm rapidly growing irritated with waiting for these stupid fucking things here. Okay, I'm about done with this. If anybody knows how to make this work, I'm about done. I'm done. Let's just move on. I'm not standing here waiting for Umbraco to work. Okay, user. I'm not sitting here waiting this whole time. If somebody actually knows how to make... No Python scripts. No Python scripts. No. Absolutely not. No Python scripts. If anyone actually knows how to fucking do it, then let me know. Otherwise, I'm moving on. We're waiting for like 5 hours. We're just sitting here waiting for this fucking shit to load. I'm not sitting here waiting for this shit to load anymore. I want to move on. Okay, so we have user access here. Let's go ahead and pop a command prompt. No, Python's not going to get a shell. It's not going to work. I can tell right now. We saw a whole bunch of Python scripts. They're not going to work. They're for a previous Umbraco version. They're not going to work. I'm not wasting more time. If you guys, if someone actually does it in parallel alongside me on this version, then go ahead. But I'm not going to waste more time when we already have remote desktop access. The box is moving at an incredibly slow speed. This is an extremely slow box. I'm not sitting here for 40 minutes trying to make a dumbass Python script work. No, not going to work. If you don't actually know how it's done, we're moving on. No more speculation, no more Python scripts. If you know a way to actually do it, then show me. But otherwise, we're moving on. Okay, so we can see the users. We have SG as our user. Yes, we already knew that subterminal. Chat, as always, is fucking 11 billion years behind the curve. I pointed out that there's plenty of authenticated RCE exploit scripts right here in SearchSploit. Right here, Python. Look, Python scripts. They're for the wrong version. As always, chat is 11 kajillion fucking years at like netstat tier. It's at the same tier of netstat from the last stream. Okay. I literally talked myself hoarse explaining that we were in a fucking pod, and then someone told me to run netstat. That was incredible. Okay, let's find out who's our administrator. Administrators, just the administrator user is the administrator. Big shock there. Have you heard of the new OSCP changes? Not since the Active Directory ones. Okay, let's see what we have in here. Have you tried the Python script? No, we have not tried the Python 2 script. We have a user flag. So at this point, we probably want to try running like power up or something like that. So let's try running some privilege some potential enumeration scripts. PowerShell. Do I have power up here? I do. We also want to check to see if there's any antivirus. But as this is not Hack the Box starting point, I do not expect to see antivirus. Let's do task list. Okay. So we're looking for msmpeng.exe. mpcmdrun.exe is part of Windows Defender. Yeah, we are seeing Windows Defender, believe it or not. But it might just be disabled. It might be running, but it might not be doing real-time monitoring. Let's check the Windows security panel. Virus and threat protection. Wow. Maybe this is Windows. This is Hack the Box starting point, chat. This is Hack the Box starting point. Windows Defender is active. And now I know you're like, but Mr. Streamer, surely a professional red teamer doesn't have a problem with Windows Defender. I don't. I don't have a problem with Windows Defender. It's just a little bit of an annoyance on Newbie Tuesday. That's all. But the way we're going to deal with it today is using something called an AMSI bypass. So we're going to do some magic here. So I'm going to demonstrate that Windows Defender is working by doing $str equals AMSI init failed. This is a malicious string in Windows Defender. This is not malicious code, but this string right here is malicious as far as Windows Defender is concerned. So if Windows Defender is running, it's going to throw an error here.
But Mr. Streamer.
Yes, Mr. Streamer. Oh my god, this is so painful. There you go. This script contains malicious content and has been blocked. Why does that happen? Because when you try to run something in PowerShell, right? The first thing that PowerShell is going to do is feed the string of what you tried to execute into Windows Defender and see if there are any malicious strings inside of it. All Windows Defender is looking for is any string that might be malicious. Anything that might be considered malicious. AMSI init failed is considered a malicious string. We're not going to go into why at this point. But a simple bypass for something like this, the way you would... So it catches, if you try to set a variable called $str to AMSI init failed, it will throw, it'll say that Windows Defender caught us because AMSI init failed is considered a bad string. However, very simply, if we just do something like, if we just break up this string into pieces, and this is arbitrary, like where I'm breaking it up at, it doesn't really matter. God damn it. Like this.
69 nice.
And you see that one executes. And then if we try to execute, if we try to do $str, it says AMSI init failed. So this is a very simple microcosm of how we bypass Windows Defender with PowerShell. Is everyone seeing how that works? You just do some simple string obfuscation here. Some very simple string obfuscation, and you bypass Windows Defender. Now, what does this accomplish for us? Nothing. All this does is set this variable equal to this string. That doesn't do anything cool for us. I'm only showing you a very simple example of how you could obfuscate your script to bypass Windows Defender. Does that make sense? Similarly, if we try something like this, we're dealing with, today on Newbie Tuesday, apparently we're dealing with the basics of bypassing antivirus. Okay? Alright, so let's try to pull down PowerUp. PowerUp is a very well-known privilege escalation script, and Windows Defender will flag on it. Unless it's obfuscated. And this one is not obfuscated. This is just the stock powerup.ps1. So let's do IEX for invoke expression. This just tells PowerShell, hey, execute whatever I feed you here. And we're going to put in parentheses, we're going to put invoke web request, abbreviated IWR, http://10.13.10.69. Nice. Because that's where our web server here is listening. PowerUp.ps1. And then we have to add use basic parsing, otherwise it'll fail. What do you think we're going to get? We get a web request. You'll notice we got a web request. It's reading the script into memory, and now what's going to happen?
But Mr. Streamer Windows Defender will blurk.
Windows Defender won't stop us. I'm taking this opportunity to teach us a little bit about Windows Defender, okay? A little bit about basic antivirus evasion. Again, this box is the slowest box in the history of mankind. Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, it allowed that? What? You're shitting me. This is not obfuscated, is it? Did I obfuscate this? You are fucking shitting me. What the fuck? I did not obfuscate this at all. What? I did not in any way obfuscate this. Okay, well, I was not expecting that to actually run, but let's just do invoke all checks. So we read the script into memory, and now we're going to call the invoke all checks commandlet from inside of this. See? Invoke all checks. And now PowerUp is running. It'll only take like 9 or 10 hours. My God, this is taking forever. I hate this. Sorry, my friend is choosing to have an argument with me about the boys right now. Hang on a second. Oh my god. This is the longest anything has ever taken in the history of mankind. This is the slowest box ever. Does this box have, like, a tenth of a core? Like half a gig of RAM? Other than the boys, but I don't want to talk about it. She's just being really difficult. This particular person is very difficult for me to deal with sometimes. She's tearing into me over text message over the fact that I said that Trump supporters didn't get Homelander or didn't understand they were being made fun of, which is true. Like Trump supporters were like cosplaying Homelander at Trump rallies because some of them legitimately didn't understand that Homelander was satire of them. Like legitimately, like did not get it. Just did not understand. They just thought he was based. Yeah, exactly. They've been doing this the whole show. And then all of a sudden this season, when it's become really obvious, when it's become, like, really obvious and in your face that Homelander is a parody of Trump supporters, now all of a sudden people are like, the show is too political for me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, we're season 3. This show has been explicitly political from day 1. Episode 1, super political show. And they missed season 2, apparently, in which the Trump supporter parody character has an actual affair with an actual honest-to-fucking-God Nazi. An actual honest-to-fucking-God Nazi. Which carries on into season 3. And these people missed it. Apparently this was not political to them. But now all of a sudden it's political. Not even, no! It wasn't even a neo-Nazi. That's something Nazis will do. They'll be like, ha! Well, actually, Mr. Streamer, Nazis don't exist anymore. You're thinking of neo-Nazis. Which is the stupidest semantics argument I've ever heard in my entire life. But no, in this case, it was an actual Nazi. A Nazi. Okay? No neo, just the Nazi. Just the Nazi part. The crowd cheered? Yeah. Because they think yeah. And they find it now the show is too political for them. All right, I'm going to give you a hot take. While Power Up, okay, this is not happening. This is taking far too long. Holy fucking shit. This is absolutely painful. I don't even know what to, like, this is all I do. I run these scripts to see how to escalate privileges. Is there some obvious thing I'm missing on how to escalate privileges? This is taking fucking forever. I'm going to give you a hot take right now, okay? When everybody loves politics. Everybody loves politics in their media all the time. And almost all media out there is political. It's almost all political to some extent. Like, and everybody loves it. Everybody loves politics in their media. Politics was always inundated throughout our media, and everybody loves it. When somebody tells you that something is too political for them, what they're actually telling you is that the particular political positions being espoused by the piece of media they're talking about are not ones that they agree with. That's what they're actually telling you when a show is too political. They just don't like the opinions being espoused. Yeah, exactly. I don't like, when they say I don't like all the politics in my show, what they actually mean is that there's a black woman in the show. Yeah, that's usually what they mean, yeah. Yeah, to Croyson, that's absolutely correct. Something apolitical is just, nothing is apolitical. Politics is fucking everywhere. And the only reason you don't notice it is because you agree with all of it. You didn't notice the politics in your cartoons in the 90s because all the characters were white. Get to fucking hacking. Dude, do you see what's happening? I'm waiting for my shit to load. This takes forever. The only reason I'm talking about this is it takes forever to get this to load. Let's just take a look at the directories. Did we look at the users? We see an administrator user. I don't suppose we can just view his directory, can we? No. We're not an administrator. We already saw that. Let's look at inetpub. This is just taking forever. Like, I guess we'll run it in the background while we... Let's look at www root. I'm only bringing it up because my friend is irritating me with bad takes on the boys. It's not her bad takes on the boys that I don't like. It's that she calls me names and denigrates me a lot when I don't agree with her on anything. That's mostly what it is. Here's that Umbraco settings that we saw. What? What, Mr. Robot? Lucky Zocked! I am doing the best I can. I can't make the box. The box has 2 gerbils for a processor. I'm doing the best I can. The gerbils are working overtime. The gerbils are running as fast as they can. Jesus fucking... God, this is slow. Holy cow. Let's open this with Notepad. What? Open this in Notepad. Let's see if there are any credentials in here. Config files are a good place to look for credentials. For just about everything. Let's see if there are any credentials in here, like a database backend or something like that. Here is this ASPX business. I'm looking for any credentials. If I'm missing something, let me know. I do see that this is actually producing output. DLL hijacking is usually not interesting, especially when the modifiable path is in our own directory. So yeah, we can do a DLL hijack, but it's not going to... Unquoted service paths. Amazon. Oh, we don't want to mess with this. This is an AWS thing. We don't want to mess with this. TryHackMe's infrastructure runs in AWS, and we don't want to play with the AWS backend. That's unwise. So Power Up effectively found nothing. Sorry, guys. A little distracted. I don't know why I'm bothering. Let's just focus on this. I'm just going to put the phone down there so I won't even see it if it vibrates. There we go. Yeah, I don't see any credentials in here. Is there like a DB config somewhere? Is there like a database on the back end, maybe? Log4net. Notepad. Slowest shit ever. This is not log4j. That is a that's a Java thing. This is .NET. TinyMCE. Is that a database? This looks like just images. All right, well, I don't see any credentials there. I don't want to just boringly go through. Here's another config file here. This looks like some kind of master config file. Here's some SQL stuff. MySQL on the back end. SMTP, but there's no actual credentials in there.
A hunter must hunt.
There are credentials over here? Creds? No. We're looking for database credentials primarily. That's mostly what you're looking for on these. The subgifting? Yeah, Lone Johnny, my goodness. Lost in the abysms of cosmic lunacy. Welcome to Top Fuel, Terry by the Day, Warraid, FN Stein UK, and Frizzy09. Welcome to the All Has Red team. Lone Johnny, that's a lot. Lone Johnny and Gar. That is a lot of money to give to a cult leader on the internet. You probably, I mean, I'm very grateful, but you probably should have somebody manage your finances for you, because I'm not confident that you can be trusted. That's all I'm saying. You do you, but it's just nothing, huh? God damn. Well, we could run we ran Power Up. I am stunned that Power Up ran. But WinPeas isn't going to run, I would think. Unless it's obfuscated. Is it another fucking alternate data stream or some shit like that? I remember that one time where we got stuck on a box for like an hour and somebody said it was an alternate data stream, and I wanted to kill myself. Is it something stupid like
A
that?
hunter must hunt.
We looked at the other users. What is, let's look at program files. Is there anything here that sticks out? No, this is all normal. Amazon stuff. The previous password was in robots.txt. Think stupid. Okay, stupid. Okay, people are saying it's stupid. Okay, what's the stupidest thing? The stupidest thing is definitely an alternate data stream. But unless there's an alternate data stream in user.txt... The stupidest thing is definitely alternate data stream. What's the second stupidest thing? A hidden file in the desktop. GCI tech hidden? No. Well, there is desktop.ini, but that's not important. Let's GCI hidden. Okay, nothing there. Oh! Of course! Of course there's just a hidden backup. Okay. Okay. It's not the stupidest thing I've seen, okay? I've actually seen this at major organizations, okay? I've actually seen it before on major organizations where, so when everyone works remotely, when you get a laptop, the laptop has to be able to, like, auto-provision itself when you set it up, because there's not going to be, like, an IT person to do it there for you. So there are a bunch of scripts that run whenever the box starts up for the first time, and a lot of scripts and executables that run to set up and install all the software on the box that it needs, and stuff like that. And it's pretty common for companies to put that in a hidden directory somewhere. So it's not entirely unheard of that there would be a hidden directory in the $C share. Type restore.txt. Thank God. Can we be done? Access is denied. So we don't have access to this. GCI tac hidden. Okay, no hidden files. Let's try iCackles restore.txt, or getackle restore.txt is probably what we should do. Get ackle. Okay, so nobody has access to this. However, okay, so I see what you're supposed to do. So we are the owner. We are the owner of this file, but nobody has any permissions to access it. Unlike in Linux, just being the owner of the... well, this is also true in Linux. In Linux, you can just make a file's permission 000, so nothing can actually run. Or nothing, or so that you don't actually have any access to the file. In this case, that is what's happened here. But since we are the owner of the file, we can modify its permissions. So let me look up how to do this with PowerShell really quickly, because yeah, even if you use iCackles, the syntax is very obtuse. PowerShell give full control to on file. File system ACKLES. ACKLES stands for Access Control List. We just want to give ourselves full control. Yeah, but that's what we did. We did get ACKLE. We don't want to copy the permissions. Set permissions. Oh, you know what? We'll do this. We'll do... actually, we can just copy the permissions. We can just get ACKLE, C, users, SG, desktop, user.txt, and we can pipe that into set ACKLE, restore.txt. Damn it. SE security privilege. What? Damn it. Okay, that didn't work like I wanted. Am I just gonna have to do this with iCackles, maybe? We need SE security privilege. Let's see. Who am I? /priv. I guess we can just try it with iCackles. iCackles' syntax is so fucking obtuse that It's incredibly bad. Or we could just do it in the file explorer. That's true. So if we go back to the C drive, we go view, hidden items. There's our backup folder. Do not have permission, but we are the owner of the file. So let's right click. Let's click properties, security. Let's hit edit. Let's give full control to SG. Let's just give full control. Apply. Okay. Okay. And now we should be able to open it. And there we go. Change me, baby, one more time. I'm assuming this is the administrator password. X-free RDP. What is the IP address? 10.10.89.49. Password. And there we go. Everyone understand that? I forgot to ask if he'd run netstat. We did not run netstat. That is true. iCackles, restore.txt, grant. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know. It has a really obtuse syntax, but yeah, you could have looked that up. It was just easier since it's Newbie Tuesday to just do it in the GUI. But yeah, if you wanted to do it from the command line, it would have been something like... you're going to want CMD to do this. Backup. iCackles. Hey, honey. Stars rubbing against my legs. Restore.txt. Grant. Because you want to give it permissions. The username is SG. Full control. That's what the F stands for. There you go. So that's how you do it at the command line if you wanted to do it via the command line. Oh, yeah. Hey, honey. We're not done just yet. We're going to do another box. We're going to do another box. Don't worry. Does anybody have any questions about that box? I'm glad we didn't go down a super crazy rabbit hole with the fucking Pribask. Maticus Maximus loves you. Yeah, you don't know what that is, but who that is, but he loves you. He's your adoring public. Okay, long cat. She very long. Alrighty. Diversify your bonds with the 18 months. My God, 18 months. That's crazy. Welcome back to the All Has Red team, my friend. Anthony J.A. with the 1,000 Tiggle biddies. Thank you so much, Anthony J.A. That is so kind of you. Jifferam hate handles and Jifferam again. Slamming it with the 69 Tiggle biddies again. Just slamming it. I don't know what that means, but they're doing it. Random Wiseman, thank you for the follow. All right, let's pick another box. That one was a little dumb. I'm glad we didn't go down any rabbit holes. Okay. Let's just terminate the box. Let's go back to learn. Difficulty easy. Challenges. And I guess we'll do a Linux one this time. Let's see. Just pick something really quickly. A beginner level CTF challenge with a YouTube tag. How about this? Did we do this? Oh, this is just a, no. Let's just do a box. No brute force. That sucks. If you guys have ideas, I'm willing. Let's do this one. How about this? Source. Does this sound good? Let's do something like this. Reversing. It's not a good day for reversing on Newbie Tuesday. Let's just do this really. We're just going to start this box up. Join the room. Start machine. Let's get it going. Does anybody have any questions about that machine before we continue? We do reversing all the time, and then every time I do reversing, people ask for reversing as I'm doing reversing, as if I'm not doing as if what I'm doing is not reversing. Like, people like literally while I'm working on Unobtainium, people are asking me to do reversing challenges. When that one was literally a reversing challenge. Mictor source. CD source. Not reversing hard enough. Yeah, if you don't have Ghidra open, apparently it's not enough. I just like to take a leaf out of Jonathan Data 1's page and just say I'm doing reversing when I'm not actually doing anything at all. I like to just circle things in red. Scary sounding words like microphone and so on. That's what I like to do. And then say that it's definitely logging your data. All right, is the box up here? Let's see if we can ping it. That Jonathan Data 1 dude is on some real shit this week. I've only been seeing some basic shit on Twitter. I've just been seeing him. I don't ever read his Twitter directly. I just look at I see Jonathan Data Zero's tweets on what he's doing, and isn't he just bitching about the haters like usual? He seems like he's just pissing and moaning about the haters like usual. Let's just start with a basic Nmap scan. See what ports are open here. Hi, the MTG. Good to see you. The Magic the Gathering. Didn't somebody... Oh, yeah, I did see that. He complained of death threats because somebody... he DM'd somebody, like, asking them, asking them what they found reprehensible about what he said or something like... He DM'd somebody, and they replied with the Navy SEALs copy pasta. TTL61? No, it's not new. It's probably a Linux machine. Remember, the TTL is decremented every time it crosses a router. So there's probably just 3 routers in between us and the target. So we're seeing something on port 10,000 here. Remember that Nmap is saying that this is SNET sensor management, but we don't actually know for sure. So let's do another scan of just these ports to make it quicker. And we'll do TAC SV. The TAC SV is for service detection, or version detection. It's going to try and find software versions for us. My favorite was when he said, "You're not qualified to assess my work with to asses my work." Not even qualified to asses my work. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I watched one of his live streams, and it was just nothing. It was embarrassing. Miniserve Webmin HTTPD. So this is a web administration tool. It looks like we are dealing with a Linux box for sure. Ubuntu machine probably. Let's try to browse to port 10,000 and see what we have going on there. It gives us miniserve 1.890. Let's go ahead and search exploit that. Nothing. Let's just try to search exploit miniserve. Maybe all lowercase? I don't think case matters in search exploit. Nope. Well, let's see. Web server is running in SSL mode, so let's browse to HTTPS. Let's accept the self-signed certificate. Okay, we see a login page. Let's see if we can get the version of Webmin, if we can. Let's hit F12. Let's go to network. Okay, let's see the response. I just want to see what the server header is. We see it down here. It's covered by the chat. But you can see it. The server header is miniserve. That's how Nmap knows what it is. Nmap is checking this server header down here. I'm looking for any information about what version of Webmin we're dealing with here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Let's try some simple passwords. Admin, root. Did that just work? Damn it. I thought for a second that worked. Root Tor. Admin. Root. Root admin. Is that going to work? Damn it. Okay, well, we can't brute force this because there's too many authentication failures. Let's do an all port scan. Always make sure you do an all port scan to make sure that you see all open ports. Let's try this while we're... unless there's another open port, the next goal is going to be to try and exploit Webmin directly with some kind of exploit. SSH is probably not vulnerable. It's a relatively recent version of SSH, and SSH itself is pretty airtight as far as remote code execution is concerned. All hackers try to prove. Yeah, no, whenever you find a login like this, you want to try like admin, admin, root, admin, admin, root. You want to try like basic combinations like that. You'll be surprised how often it works. It's always good to just start off that way and see. It looks like it's already stopped. It's already started allowing us again. Unless there's another port open, the goal is probably going to be to just go ahead and try and exploit this somehow. Did this find another open port at all? Not yet. We'll give it that some time. In the meantime, we'll search exploit webmin. We don't know what version it is, but we can just take a look. We got a directory traversal. We don't like the PHP ones. We like this. Brute force command execution. We know it's got some kind of brute force protection, so that's not likely to work. The most up-to-date one is remote code execution authenticated. We don't care about cross-site request forgery. Unauthenticated remote code execution in Metasploit. This appears to probably be the same exploit, I think, just in different. Remote command execution. A lot of these are in Metasploit, so let's just fire up Metasploit. Sudo msfdb run. Maybe use Hydra. Again, it's got brute force protection. We're not going to be able to brute force it. I'm expecting at this point there's probably another port open. I'm expecting there's probably another port open, like on some weird high port, but I'm not just going to sit and wait for that to run. So I'm going to try to run exploits against webmin in the meantime. Did you try using GDB? Why would I use GDB? I think you're probably memeing. Search. In Metasploit, you can search the modules by using the search function. We'll search webmin. Okay. So, authenticated RCE, remote command execution. This is from 2012, though, so unlikely. Remote command execution. Package updates. Let's look up this. Info. Get information on this. Arbitrary command execution vulnerability in WebPin 1.9.91. Any user authorized to the pack. Okay, we're not a user. So that's of no use to us. So that is authenticated. What's another relatively recent one? Upload authenticated RCE. This one is from 2006. Webmin backdoor. Let's take a look at that. Exploits a backdoor in Webmin versions 1.890 through 1.920. Only the SourceForge X downloads were backdoored, but they were listed as official downloads on the project site. Unknown attackers inserted Perl statements into the build server's source code. Introducing the backdoor. Okay. Well, we can at least try this. It can't hurt to just give it a shot. When you're just shotgunning exploits, it's always good to give Metasploit a try. Again, we're mostly just waiting for this scan to finish. I'm expecting there to be another port open at some point. Show options. Set our hosts. I forgot I didn't have that. I didn't have the IP in my clipboard anymore. When you're just shotgunning exploits, Metasploit is as good a thing to try as any. Server port is 8080. That's fine. All these other things can be left at the defaults. Command Unix reverse Perl. That seems fine. Set lhost ton 0. We're going to set it to our ton 0 interface. Set lport 8443. It can be whatever port you want, probably, but 8443 is A, likely to be allowed outbound, and B, by the firewall, and B, a pretty normal port to see going over the network. So that's why I usually use that one. I thought I set lport. Set lport 8443. There we go. Maybe I typed it wrong last time. All right, let's just shotgun and exploit and see what happens. Cannot reliably check exploitability. Set 4 sec. Sure. We'll set it to true. Oh, please enable SSL option to proceed. Set SSL true. Okay, we're going to run. Oh, it's just... Okay, wow. Okay, all right, well. I was wrong. Okay, well. And that's how you do it. And you're just... We're in a container or something, right? What the hell? Okay, let's just start a TTY quick. Python 3 taxi import pty pty.spawn. Bin bash. Okay. Let's just leave it there. I won't do the STTY because I don't know how Metasploit is going to like it. Let's just go to the root directory. Are we in a container or something? Just no, we're just not in a container or anything. All right, well, there it is. Good work, team. We did it. That did not go like I expected. All right, good work, team. What user.text? Is there a user? Okay, well, there you go. We get 2 flags for the price of 1. Well done, chat. We are not in a pod. I did not expect that one to be that quick. Does anybody have any questions about that? That was pretty, that was very easy, obviously, but it is Newbie Tuesday. And we did get to see Metasploit in action, so that's good. I wonder what the intended path was. That has to have been the intended path. They installed a vulnerable version. They installed a backdoored version of Webmin. Would you try and exploit without knowing the version in real life? Absolutely. I would probably look at other ports. In real life, there are likely to be other ports to look at, so I probably wouldn't just start shotgunning exploits right off the bat. In this case, I only started shotgunning exploits because I was waiting for this thing to run. It was the only thing to do. I was waiting for my scan to finish, and it was the only thing to do was either to keep trying credentials or to just shotgun some exploits. Could we just try it? Could we check the write-up? Sure. No. For some reason, I can't remember how to access the write-ups. Is it over here? Write-ups. Source CTF write-up. Okay, we did some scans. Yeah, so they did exactly what I did. Just started shotgunning exploits and went for it. So that is the intended path. By all accounts. Chess Hacking and Jay Ludizel, thank you for the follow. What questions do you guys have? What questions do you guys have? I'll hang out for a little bit longer. By the way, did you guys see that? I keep meaning to mention this on stream, but GDQ was a few weeks ago. Did you guys see the fucking Ocarina of Time run at GDQ? If you didn't see it, I highly recommend watching it. It wasn't a regular speed run of Ocarina of Time. They used arbitrary code execution to like enable a bunch of debugging content and then write a bunch of new content into the game. I'm not going to spoil it. Go and watch it. It is not a normal speed run. It's a total hack. It's an insane hack that they do to a stock Ocarina of Time N64 cartridge. It was crazy what they did. It was awesome. I highly recommend it. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen at GDQ, I think. It was definitely the cool. I've been watching GDQ since like a year after they started. Like, I didn't watch it the very first year. I didn't know about it. But I've been watching it for many, many years. Let me see if I can find it for you. They may have already uploaded it on YouTube. Hang on a second. One sec. Let me see if I can find it for you. We're going back to Chemical Plant Zone, okay? SGDQ 2022 Ocarina of Time. It was called a beta showcase. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. This is it. And they kind of give the game away in the title, though. The best part of this was that you didn't know where it was going at the beginning. They give the game away in the title. Okay, well, whatever. I'll post the link in the chat. Highly recommend watching this. Especially if you played Ocarina of Time at some point, you're going to get a lot out of this. There's a lot of hacking going on in this, I promise. It's relevant to the stream. It is relevant to the stream, I promise. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen at GDQ. It was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. I promise that you can't... There's no way... It's the best way you can spend an hour tonight. Shin Ryzen, bringing us 5 new cult initiates. Just so obsessed with the boys that he guessed to bring us new cult initiates. Thanks so much, Shin Ryzen. Sinister Angel, Arch-Ege, I am Nynubia. I know it's not supposed to be that, but I can't read the lead speak. Dunno what goes here, and Chago GZ, GG, GG's, Chago GG's. Welcome to the All Has Red Team, my friends. Thanks for supporting the stream, Shin Ryzen. Speedruns. This isn't a speed run. This isn't a speed run. They played this off in GDQ like they were just showing us some beta content. And I promise you, it just gets more insane as it goes along. The way that they show you beta content is by writing a bunch of values into memory using an arbitrary code execution vulnerability in that exists in Ocarina of Time. They call it a glitch. They call it stale reference manipulation. But actually what it is they can force an object. They'll go through how it works at a basic level in the video if you watch it. But basically how it works is when Link holds an item, the game maintains a reference to that item in memory because Link is holding it. And as Link moves around, the item moves with him, and so the game is constantly updating the values of the item's location in memory. If you can then unload the item while Link is still holding it, which requires a little bit of shenaniganry, but you can get it to work. You can unload the item, but you'll still continue writing data values into memory. What do we call this? They call it stale reference manipulation. They're writing code to an area in memory that is no longer being used or allocated. They call it stale reference manipulation, like the speedrunner community. What would we call it? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what we would call that kind of a vulnerability? Yeah, a use after free. Good. In the security community, we call that a use after free. As in, memory continues to erroneously be used by the program after it's been freed. They exploit that to write a whole lot of arbitrary data into memory and unlock a lot of beta content that's still in the Ocarina of Time game, but is not actually used. It's really fascinating. I highly recommend watching that video if you have any interest in what I just said at all. It's super interesting. Yeah. Who are we raiding, by the way? I went to go look for someone to raid. Breaksec is streaming, I see. Paleontologizing was streaming earlier today. We'll raid Breaksec today. Sounds amazing. Oh, you have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea. That video, as it went on, I got more and more amazed with what the fuck was going on right in front of my eyes. Ocarina of Time was a formative game for me, and it was incredible watching what they did to it and looking at the stuff that I never even saw in that game. It was absolutely incredible watching that. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen at a GDQ event, and I've been watching for almost a decade now. All right, we're rating Breaksec. Ocarina of Time was a good game? It was. It was considered a good game. Yes. Bring Breaksec, Glad Tidings of Dread Cthulhu. We'll be back on Thursday with some... Maybe we'll do some more Kubernetes. I want to do some more Kubernetes on Thursday. So maybe we'll do some of the Kubernetes TryHackMe rooms on Thursday, okay? Plan to do some Kubernetes crap on Thursday. We're re-attacking Kubernetes. Go to bed tonight knowing a little bit more than you did yesterday. I'll see you guys again when the stars are right. Have a good night. Stay safe. Love you all.